Yeah, because that's forever, and then that relationship may not be forever. I'm just saying, like, that's when I knew that people were going to clown him. I told you what my grandma said. Once you call for attention, you can't hang up. Right. Joel Embiid liked to smoke.
He liked to smoke.
He don't like it when the rabbit got the gun.
Right. Yeah.
I would have just taken this to the locker room.
Yeah, thank you.
Share that moment with your teammates. Why, your IG model.
Don't boo-hoo, though.
Yeah. She over there combing his hair with her fingers. Like,
don't do all that, man.
All right, welcome back. Whitlock and Wiley, Steven Jackson and Cuttino Mobley are back. Let's return to the NBA, where the Warriors dominated the Trailblazers in Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, winning by 22 in a game that never felt all that competitive. Damian Lillard put up just 19 points, while his counterpart, Stephen Curry, was phenomenal with 36, with Portland giving him open look after open look. After the game, Blazers coach Terry Stotts was asked about his team's defensive strategy.
Houston had some success, trapping Steph and really getting out on him. Is this sustainable for you guys to keep dropping the big so far?
Did they, I can't remember, when he had 33 in the second half, were they trapping then?
Yes.
They were? And he scored 33 in the second half?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll look at that.
That's Terry Stotts.
Yeah. That part.
Yeah. Wow. Listen, the question here is, more impressed by the Warriors or more disappointed by the Blazers last night?
No option. It has to be disappointing the Blazers. One, CJ and Dame, if they don't outperform the backcourt of Golden State, they don't have a chance, let alone let Steph by himself have more made field goals than you two combined. Steph has 9 threes. Your whole team has 7. No way. And Dame, as much as I respect him and think he's a killer, Game 7 Denver, Game 1 here, we're starting to see a little pattern the wrong way in terms of not showing up. He was very inefficient in the Denver series. It carried over to this one. I was disappointed by them not putting up a fight.
Definitely disappointed. I mean, they already have to play an excellent game to win, but you don't show up at all. Your role players don't show up. Y'all complaining about your coverages. Like, all that's supposed to be y'all supposed to be on the same page with that before y'all come out the huddle, before y'all come out for the game. It was all bad by them not showing up, not being on the same page, not performing like that, getting beat by 20 Game 1 when everybody expecting y'all to show up and compete against this team. Bad way to start up a series against a great team because now they feel like they're going to run through y'all.
It's funny. Rodney Hood, Harkless, they played pretty well. 17-17.
Yeah.
What I'm disappointed is Cantor, and I'm disappointed in Dame Lillard for not showing up like he should. The Dame Lillard that I know, that I love. If you watch the game, Cantor, off the pick and rolls, he in the paint. Like Stephen Curry's supposed to be coming to the cup. Every single play. So when Stephen Curry come off that pick and roll, he literally open every single time. And he wasn't never known for his defense. So if he don't get it right, Portland, bye-bye. You might get 5-1.
That's the first thing Dame said.
But was that by design to the point of the game?
No.
That's what I think maybe Stotts is saying Cantor didn't play it right.
Yeah, he didn't play it at all.
No, that's not what he's saying. Stotts is saying they should double Steph.
Him, yeah.
And he said, was they doubling Steph when he had 33?
No, I get it.
They were
but
doubling.
He said he's sticking to his plan, but what I'm hearing from Cuttino is Cantor
he messed up.
Executed
he literally messed up. He's not supposed to be off of Stephen Curry that much.
For 4 quarters?
Come on.
Damon said different in his press conference.
What do you think that? Do y'all really think that coach told Cantor to when Stephen Curry comes off the pick and roll? I don't know no coach in the world to say if Stephen Curry comes off a pick and roll, I want you in the paint.
That coverage worked for 3 quarters. They only down 6 without any.
Nah, it didn't
work.
No.
He had 33 points.
I'm saying the game was in the balance going into the 4th quarter with no performance from
Marcellus,
Dame and from CJ.
Marcellus.
That's what coach is saying.
Even if you down 6, y'all made fun of me when I said LeBron James was the whole in December they was in 4th place. Man, you talking about this? No, listen, you was what'd you say? You were 2 games away from 10th place too. Just because you down 6 against Golden State don't mean nothing. You lost by 22.
Yeah,
Golden State's for real.
His point, and it's a good one, is that even when they were down 6, they were really down double digits.
Exactly.
This game was never competitive
Nope.
from an effort standpoint from Portland and from what Cuttino's saying, and maybe Stotts is back here, from an execution standpoint. Because it is hard for me to believe Steph's got 2 MVPs, he's working on a 4th NBA title. No way in hell any coach is like, hey, Enos, you just hang back in the paint.
Did you see where he was at?
But Dame said, he said that in a press conference. He was like,
Enos,
No, Damian
about any.
He's talking about Cantor, but he wasn't talking about Cantor. He was saying as a team,
Right.
we cannot go over pick and rolls and have the big man in the paint. That was the game plan.
That's the game plan.
That was their
Thank you.
game plan
Y'all
going into the
understand
game.
That's what stops
Damian Lillard
defending.
said we cannot do that going next game. That was their game plan.
I doubt it.
But
Not with
hold
no
on,
Steph. Not with a shooter.
Stack.
Right.
Stack.
That's what
You heard that as a criticism of the game plan. Why didn't you hear that as him saying Enes Kanter played this wrong?
Because if you look at the game, every big man was sagging off. Steph, he didn't get those threes just on Cantor.
Right.
He was getting them on Collins. He was getting them on all the guys that was guarding that pick and roll because they was trying to stop him from getting to the rim.
And that's what Stott said. He said, "Oh, did y'all see Houston
Yep.
trap him?
I heard it.
And when you trap
got
him,
to the rim
he
every
got
time.
33 on y'all still." So he's like,
I'll just say this then. Y'all making a hell of a point also in terms of there was no belief in the game plan. And that
Bang,
may
bang.
have undermined the
Bang,
effort.
bang.
Because again, when I'm watching this game the whole time, I'm like, where's the effort?
Yeah.
This dude walked in wearing an Athletics jersey, Oakland Athletics baseball cap. I'm coming home and I saw none of the effort.
Right.
And then if you're telling me this is what was said in the postgame, they didn't believe in the game plan.
Listen, listen.
It's been times
I will bet $1 million. He did not tell Cantor to be in that paint. He might have told him to step up, but don't overcommit. But to be,
If you're not at the
Cantor and
3-point line and
Collins-
Steph, you in the paint.
"Yeah, you know why I know
If
you're
you're
gonna
not
lose your
at the screen and roll with Steph, you in the paint.
You're gonna lose $1 million. You know why? Because you have 3 quarters before you're going into a fourth quarter down 6, and he is not being reprimanded. So hold on. Even if he thought it was not the game plan, you are the coach to get him corrected and
Yes.
put him into the game plan.
Yes.
He didn't do that the entire game, and now you're
Enes
gonna say he didn't do it?
Cantor in OKC, Enes Cantor in New York, Enes Cantor everywhere he go, defensively is a
Yes.
liability.
No
Yeah,
question.
I
No question.
agree
You
with
can
that.
tell Enes Cantor something, you can draw it up, and when he go out there in that court, he will forget it.
Yeah, he's always
So
been
I'm
liability.
gonna go half
I
Terry.
got you. I got you. Because the one thing I will give Cantor, at least he did rebound. He did rebound.
That's what he do. He gonna do that.
Damian Lillard, to me, the sloppiness with the ball, the turnovers, it's not the missed shots. It was the turnovers that just early in the game, it was like, oh my God.
He wasn't locked in.
Yes.
He wasn't
At
locked
all.
in.
The team,
At
they
all.
weren't locked in. It blew my mind. And maybe they played a game 7 on Sunday, and that's just too much to recover from emotionally.
Well, I can say this for a guy who played at home, and when the ticket request got out of control,
Yeah.
Brookfield.
We know that.
Yep.
You know that. I know that.
Bruh,
That's a lie. I
it
hate that.
drains you in a
It
way
drains
you
you
don't
so
know
much.
until after the moment.
Where
You're
you
like,
focused on showing up, but
Yeah.
not showing up in the game.
Exactly.
you
I don't
leave
like
that game thinking-
you had to go speak to kids. Maybe you had to go to a school. You had to go do this. You got to talk to your mom, your grandmom, to this, to that. It's
Yeah,
just too
everybody
much.
in the building.
That's
I
too
don't-
much.
All right, before we go, I'd like to say a word or two about Tiger Woods, Brooks Koepka, and the PGA Championship, which tees off tomorrow at New York's Bethpage Black. Remember when Muhammad Ali stepped into the ring with Larry Holmes, the greatest versus the 30-year-old undefeated Eastern assassin? It was a bloodbath. Ali's trainer, Angelo Dundee, stopped the fight in the 10th round. That's what I expect to see Thursday and Friday when Woods and Koepka play together in the first 2 rounds of the PGA. Although he's ranked number 3, don't be confused. Koepka is the best golfer playing today, especially in major championships. Koepka's going to bludgeon Tiger Woods. The 29-year-old Florida State grad is the golfer Tiger created. Koepka is built like an NFL defensive back and has all the requisite confidence that comes along with a Deion Sanders-like chiseled frame.
Like I said, I think sometimes the majors are the easiest ones to win. Half the people shoot themselves out of it, and mentally I know I can beat most of them. And then from there, it's just those guys left who's going to play good and who can win. So, I don't see any reason it can't get to double digits.
The it that Koepka's referring to is his number of major championships. He has 3 in the past 2 years. He finished second to Woods in last month's Masters. Only 3 golfers have 10 or more major championships: Jack Nicklaus, Tiger Woods, and Walter Hagen. Koepka could be halfway there by the end of this season. He has the same kind of focus, intensity, and confidence that made Tiger a major machine for nearly 15 years. As much as I love Tiger's throwback win at Augusta National, and as much as I believe Tiger is once again one of the 5 best players in the world, I also know he's not the best anymore. It's taken Tiger a month to recover from the Masters. He hasn't played. He chose rest over competition, he's going to be rusty tomorrow and Friday. Last week, Koepka played a tune-up, finishing 4th at the Byron Nelson. It wouldn't surprise me if Tiger missed the cut this weekend. If Tiger thought he could win the PGA, he would have competed at least once between the Masters and the PGA. Tiger's focus is on Pebble Beach and the U.S. Open next month. That's the next major he thinks he can win. Koepka believes he can win every tournament he plays. Koepka has the eye of the old Tiger. He's going to use it to beat up the greatest. As a Tiger fan, I'm throwing in the towel.